People always tell me I'm bugging for what I'm about to say, but I'm not staying in a relationship with a man if the sex is bad. If the first time we do it is bad, I'm leaving you. There's no second chance. It's no redeem yourself. It's no, oh, it was the first time. It's none of that. Second, there are a lot of things that I'm not teaching you. If you don't come over here knowing that, it's just, you're asked out. I'm going to go to where they know it at. I stayed in, don't say that. Yeah. People always.
So she said, if you don't know how to hit it right, if you don't know how to clap the cheeks right, not only is she going to leave you, I think that she will also cheat on whoever she's with if she believes that is like the number one most important thing when it comes to the man who she wants to be with. Unfortunately, this chick has nothing to worry about because from what it sounds like, she does not have the mindset of a woman who's ready to be a wife for a long-term relationship that she wants, by the way. She thinks like a 304. And in some ways, you could actually say you appreciate the honesty because a lot of chicks do move like this, but will never actually voice that out. They'll say things like, oh, we don't want male 304s. Yes, you do. Most of you do. Because that's the dude, that's the guy who knows how to put it down right. Now, you can argue about what qualifies as a male 304. You can argue about, oh, there's no such thing. But the bottom line here is there are men out here, and it makes sense why they end up picking these men who the best thing they bring to the table is D, and it drives these women crazy. Why is that the best thing a lot of these men bring, and there are other men who may be a better option for a long-term healthy relationship, but D isn't the number one thing they're bringing to the relationship? Well, because you have one group of men who spends a lot of time on their purpose, right? They have other things in their life that's outside of just seeing how many women they can sleep with. And then you have a group of men who that's pretty much what they do. We all know somebody who lives that life, or maybe you at one point lived that life for a short period of time. And listen, sex to an extent, though it is a mental thing, like largely how you view that man, so on and so forth, there's still something about a guy who spends most of his time just focused on seeing how many chicks he can knock down, that he will become good at that. And then when you run into him, you're like, oh, this is my husband. And now you want him to stop doing the thing that he's great at. So let's check out a few of these comments. Top comment here says, so it should be the same for men. Then all y'all box ain't no mother effing goat. So this commenter is saying, so men should have the same standard, right? Are they allowed to have the same standard? If the cheeks are whack, should he just cut you off as a potential for a relationship? This is what she had to say.
Here's the thing. I don't care what this feels like for the man. I don't care. I don't care what my coochie feels like for him. I'm not concerned with what's going on with him at all. I'm here for me and me only.
The mindset of a modern woman who doesn't realize there's a lot of pain in her near future. She's there for her only. She's just there for her nut. No one else. She doesn't care how about your sexual gratification as a man. Oh, man. And then when men sit there and you come back crying on the coffee pod, all of a sudden we're the bad people, right? We're the bad guys.
If I have a good time, you'll have a good time. If I don't have a good time, nobody's having a good time. The only person's pleasure I'm concerned about in this situation is mine. Once I feel like you know what's going on and you can pleasure me however I want you to, then maybe I'll consider doing something for you. But until then, I'm here for me and me only.
It's a type of toxic mindset.
I don't care what it feels like to you. If you don't like it, go somewhere else. Bye. Straight women literally have an 11% chance of having an orgasm one day with a man. Why would I care how it goes for him?
So I'm back here at this other video. The first one, we're going to read a few more comments. This next comment says, I respect his sister. I be giving 2 chances though. Here's somebody else who says, sister, I literally cut off the perfect man for this. Oh my goodness. It's just too easy, bro. It's too easy. She cut off the perfect man for this. Why? Because he maybe wasn't big enough or he didn't come experienced enough because, you don't want to work on your sexual attraction. Here's what you should know, right? And most people who understand this know this. Sexual attraction is highly mental. If you don't have like an extreme deficiency or, in a certain department, it's largely mental. What does that mean? Perception can really enhance sexual attraction, or it can really dead it off and kill it, especially for women, right? So you have guys who will be attractive and all of a sudden they'll talk their way out of the cheeks. You see this all the time, and you've probably seen guys who may not be considered good looking in general, but they know how to talk to women. They know how to escalate sexual tension and attraction to the point where women are attracted to them. Where am I getting at? If it's a mental thing and you're in a relationship, you have to realize that like at some point you will wake up and your mental will shift. If you plan to have a long lasting, like something that's going to actually last a long time, you're not going to feel the exact same way. One day you may wake up and your mental will switch. Why am I saying this? Well, because you're going to have to somehow learn how to fix that problem. So in other words, if you've met a perfect guy, and no, I'm not saying that you have absolutely no sexual attraction, no, but if he just lacks experience and that's the thing, but you think he is attractive, right, from a woman's perspective, then that's something you can work on. That's something you can work on. But no one has these conversations, right? This is like real relationship stuff. It's boring. They want to run the streets and take D. This next commenter says, damn, you strict. Everyone should get at least 3 tries. Let's see. I got to test drive the car before I purchase. This is her. Let's just start putting these women on.
People always tell me I'm bugging for what I'm about to say, but I'm not saying that.
We already heard what you had to say, man. Let's see. I give second chances. Maybe he was nervous, but after that, this is true, man. I mean, there's just so many situations when you're a dude who that can throw things off. Unless if then you have the type of guys who they're ready to go, at no matter what, and no matter what she looks like too. For usually that type of dude, he doesn't care. Let's see. Swear I can't do it. Damn, girl, OMG. I just left this man I was dating, and I felt so bad because he was so sweet, but it just wasn't hitting. Crazy thing is, I gave him 3 chances. 3, and he has kids, so I'm confused. So you think someone who doesn't know how to smash you right can't have kids? This chick looks pretty young. So you're just out here, huh? I know. You're like, Chisha, stop. You know who else we need to where's the other one, that other comment? The one that said I let go the perfect guy for this. I just can't do it. 32. Brother, I can't teach you, and also don't be freaked out. Have a balanced man. So she's like, I can't teach you. Yeah. I saw another video that was crazy too, but it was this dude giving women advice. I thought to myself, this sounds like the type of advice you'd give to men, grown men. He's basically trying to tell them to close their legs, right? But they were acting like it was so profound. I said, wow, what a day we live in where these chicks are like, wow. Check this out.
Okay, just keep your legs closed.
Wow.
If you keep your legs closed, then you get the control back. The reason why you've lost your control is because you got your legs wide open. You're giving them the upper hand because why? You compromised.
Mm-hmm.
And so you think that your sex gonna move him. Your sex ain't gonna move him.
Yeah.
Your self-respect gonna move him.
My God, that's a word, sir. That's a word.
I'm making sense. So he gonna respect you on a whole nother level when you say, man, we might.
The female audience is like, interesting strategy. Keep my legs closed.
Not make it to the end. This may be the last day you call me. But guess what? My legs closed.
My God.
I bet you can't put his mouth on you. I bet you can't talk about you.
My God.
I bet you what he will say to somebody. One thing about her, she ain't nothing to play with.
Right.
She know who she is.
Right.
So at that point, another man of wisdom gonna say, oh, I like that type of woman. Because you didn't fit for him down here, but you fit for him up here.
That's good.
So you can't say what he's not doing when you compromising.
That's so good.
You got to
That's-
stop compromising.
Yeah.
You got more power than you think you have, right? But because of low self-esteem, because of low self-belief, because of low self-assurance and desperation, it'll make you lower your standard.
So listen, sometimes I'm like, it's not self-esteem. They're just 304s, man. They love D. Can we just keep it real? They love it. They're obsessed. These chicks have just become addicted to D. People don't want to say that uncomfortable thing. A generation of chicks who just love sexual partners. They're become the men who they complain about. Listen, as always, I appreciate you for checking out yet another episode of The Coffee Pod. To my soon-to-be married and currently engaged men, head over to fathershaverights.com and get the #1 guide to drafting a solid and legally binding prenuptial agreement. Appreciate you all. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.